Hi guys, my name is Kayla Cannon and I am going to show you the lesson plan that I implemented in several content areas, but I guess specifically in math. I decided to create a lesson plan that was more real life for the students in my class. So we planned a summer vacation. So they're going to be using math, multiplication, addition, several language arts standards, as well as technology standards such as communication and collaboration. That was a huge one for this. Critical thinking and problem solving really came into the process when they were budgeting, and research and information fluency. They were having to research all the information on their destination. So, and you'll see more of that as we go. The students were assigned into collaborative groups that basically they were given a $5,000 budget and they had to choose a destination that they wanted to go to. So they started by researching um, and interviewing different staff members through the use of Skype, and they were learning about the different places on YouTube and TeacherTube. Um, the Skype interviews were interesting. It was a lot better than having the kids go to their class and interrupt their class. They could just do the Skype interview on planning or whatever else. It really helped help the teachers agree with the project. Next, once they had decided on their destination, they had to figure out the logistics and budget for it. So they had to take into consideration flights and cars and hotels and all the things that kids don't really think of when they go on vacation. They just think money is, you know, endless. But I really liked this project because it was real life and it teaches the kids the value of money and that mom and dad can't just, it's not just there, it doesn't grow on trees. So they really got to see where their parents' money was going and how it got there. So next, they created an Excel spreadsheet. I created directions that were very specific. This is them. They had to center and merge, but they enter all the information, and then through these directions, it also creates a chart. So I graded this separately with a rubric on the Excel sheet, just because they've done this before and they got really good at reading the directions and following the directions. So I wanted to kind of give them credit for that technology use. Um, the next thing that I graded them for was the final. So in the final, I considered the planning process, which was the research on the destinations as well as the interviews and the logistics, and then their budgeting, which included the Excel spreadsheet. It included everything they needed to know about prices, hotels, amount of people, all of that. And then also the content that they covered. I wanted to make sure that the information they were getting on their destination was correct, as well as their math content should have been calculated correctly. So that was what I graded them on. Um, Differentiation throughout this, I made sure to create step-by-step Excel information. I didn't want to um, I have some students who need picture directions to help them, and I felt that really got them through that section a lot better than the others, or than without pictures. Um, I loved this project. I did collaborative groups this time. I definitely would have created a partner situation because classroom management, it was tough to have one kid or three or four students on one iPad, um, and all pitching in and doing their amount of work that they were supposed to. So I think creating the partner groups would really kind of take that out of the mix. Also, throughout this project, the teacher was mainly, or I was mainly the facilitator. The kids are really independent with this project and they wanted to do it all on their own. Um, I guess I saw um, they needed the most help with the presentation tools, and that was just because they weren't used to seeing the different kinds. But so I also had a bilingual paraprofessional helping me with this lesson, as well as an ESOL teacher to push in and help with the students who struggled with the research or the presentation tool they chose. All in all, the project was successful. The kids loved it, and I will absolutely be doing it next year. Um, I, like I said, I want to make sure it's just a double, partners instead of a whole group. And I would like to figure out a way to do the interview process a little smoother. But all in all, it was great, and the kids loved using this technology. Thanks.